Okay. Thank you, guys. Hey, guys. So, which Linux? So, we are learning on this course, guys. Guys. So, which OS we are learning on this course?
CentOS.
So, CentOS 9, right? Dell PowerEdge or 7.1. So, you already know, right? The physical server. So, where we can deploy our application, we can deploy our application in the physical server. So, that is a Dell PowerEdge or something like a servers, right? The server is Dell PowerEdge server or something like. So, 1 second, I will crop that server. Yeah. Yeah. So, what this is? So, this is the Dell PowerEdge or 710. So Dell PowerEdge or 710. So this is the server. So how you can interact with this server, guys? How we can interact with this server? So this is the hardware. How you can interact with this server, guys? How you can interact with this server? You can interact with this server through OS only. So which OS we are installing? CentOS 9. CentOS 9. So we are installing. And so we want to deploy application. So which application we want to deploy? For example, it is a Facebook. What is the application, guys? This is a
Is
FB. Which application we want to deploy? So FB.jar or where? What is that? So for example, FB.jar, right? So we need a software, right? What softwares we need? Java and the web server is Tomcat is the web server. So Tomcat is the web server. Okay. So the developer develop that code and deploy it into the server. Deploy into the server. Okay. So this server, you bought this server. So you bought this server and you kept it in your home. So where you kept, guys? Home. So right. So you deploy this website. So what you need, guys? So you need a power to run the server, and you need a internet to connect the website. Okay. So we have a power back. We have a power to run the server and the internet, right? To connect to the website. Okay. First 1 week there is no power failure. There is no power failure. There is no internet failure. There is no internet failure. Right. So UI everything looks good and So every day they are signing up they are signing up they're creating the account, they're creating the account in the Facebook, something like, for example, 1,000 people. So every day, so the 1,000 members. So in the seventh day, so actively using the 7,000 people in a Facebook account. Okay, so Facebook account and UI looks good and it is running smoothly. The power, there is no power outage, there is no internet outage. So after 1 week, guys, after so 1 week, after 1 week, every 1 hour power goes down and came up. So that time is the website is working fine or not, guys? If the power is down, the entire server gone, the entire server in shutdown state. Is it our application is available? Is it our application is available? No, right? The same way, the same way, every 2 hours, every 2 hours, the internet goes down and came up. So that time also the site cannot be reached. What is that? Site on be right. So that time also site can't be reached. So first 1 week increasing the people first. So 1 week. So the people are increasing day by day, thousand, thousand, thousand. So after 1 week, the people are removing, the people are deleting their account from the website. Their account from the website. So we need a solution. So we need a solution. What solution we need, guys? Guys, what solution we need? Is any developers are here? So Rishikesh, you are a developer, right? Any development guys are here? RQA development. Yes. Who is that? So Ismail Sheikh. So Ismail, something like migrate to cloud. Okay. So we don't have a cloud. So we don't have a cloud. What to do it? Sai Gautam. Yeah. So something like what solution we need. So is the website is live 24 by 7 or not, guys? So for example, Facebook. So we need to run our website 24 by 7. So every time, so 24 by 7 and 365 days. So we don't need a outage, something outage. So right. So what solution we need, guys? What solution we need here? So only one power backup. That's the reason power goes down and came up. So that time the server so went down and it came up. So on the internet, so internet also we have only one internet backup, only one internet. That's the reason. So the internet will the internet went both and came up. Right. So what solution we need? Who are providing? Who are providing the multiple internet backups and multiple power backups. So multiple power backups. So who will provide the solution, guys? Who will provide the solution? Does anyone knows? So who will provide the solution? The solution is data center. What is that, guys? The solution is data center. So does anyone knows data center? What is data center? So does anyone knows what is data center?
Group of servers.
No, right? I will tell. Yeah. So data center. What is a data center? A data center is nothing but so a data center is nothing but a So that is also a solution that company the data center company provided the rental space for to keep our servers, rental space to keep our servers. They are providing the multiple internet backups and multiple power backups. If one power goes down, it will automatically switch to another power. So if another power is goes down, it will automatically switch to generators, UPS. So main power, UPS, then generators. So if any internet failure, it will automatically switch to the another internet. It will automatically switch the another network. What they are providing the uptime 99%, 99. What is that? Uptime 99.999%. So they are providing the uptime means your server will not goes down if you keep the server in the data center. So what is the data center, guys? So data center. So data center, for example, control is, yeah. You see, guys, Asia's largest rated for data center. So what is this? So this is a data center. What they are providing? They are providing the racks. They are providing the racks to keep our servers. What they are providing? They are providing the server racks. Yeah. So these are the racks, guys. So you see, right? So what they are providing? They are providing the racks to keep our servers. For example, these are the servers, right? So these are the servers. Okay. Yeah. So now you understood, right, guys? Data center. What data center? The data center provides the racks. In the rack, they are providing the rent space for to keep our servers in the rack. The servers in the rack. So what they are providing? They are providing the 99.99% uptime. 99.99% is a uptime. Guys, understood? These all are the servers. These all are the servers. So we can keep those servers in the racks. So how you can connect those servers? You can connect those servers through the KVM switches. This is the a monitor of a KVM switches. Okay. So now you understood, right? So what is a data center, guys? What is a data center? To keep our servers, to keep our servers, they are providing a space, rental space to keep our servers. So what they are providing? They are providing the uptime, durability, high availability, and sustainability. Guys, now you understood? So instead of home, you can keep your servers in the data center. What they are providing? They are providing the uptime of a 99.99%. Guys, understood? Yeah. So next, a real-time environments. What are those? Real-time environments. So real-time environments, guys, for example. So for example, like construct bike images. Okay. So for example, this is the bike, guys. Guys, where you are buying your bike, guys? So where you are buy this bike? Okay. So where you are purchasing your bike, guys? You are purchasing bike in the showroom.
Showroom.
Where you guys? In the showroom. So showroom. So before coming to the showroom. So before coming to the showroom. So it was tested. It was tested. Something like which one? Tested the bike. So the fuel, something like brakes, everything is working fine or not. It will test it before sending it to the showroom, right? So the yeah. So before testing, what they will before testing, so it will be developed, right? Build, so developed. So first we need to build the, so we need to build the pulsar bike. Then, so the testing team, what is team? QA team. So testing team or a QA team validate if the brakes are working or not, or something like accelerator is working or not. Everything they will test it. So once the testing is done, they will send it to the showroom. So showroom is nothing but a live. So like something like a production. So what is that? So live is nothing but a production. So if something goes, something like sometimes there is an issue with the pulsar brake. For example, the brake or something like a oil filter, something like a few bikes, the fuel is falling down. So fuel is leakage. There is a leakage between the fuel. So something like this is the drawback. So they are tested it, but there is a drawback in the pulsar bike. Then they will send it again to the development area and so resolve the issue, and again they will test it and they will send it to the live or a production, right? So what is that? So if you want to buy a bike, before that it will be tested, and before the testing it will be a developed. So what are the real-time environments, guys? The real-time environments are something like a or something like guys, tell me what are the environments we have? Yeah, what this is, guys? So this is a development environment. So
Testing.
this is the
Oh,
QA
again.
environment. This is the production environment. So these two are the development, dev environment, QA environment is a non-production environment, and this is the production environment. What is that? So non-production and production environment. Non-prod and production. So production ENV. So what is this? This is dev ENV, development environment, same like as a QA ENV, right? Same like as a live. It's a production. It's a live under production environment. If something goes wrong, so there is a business impact. So if production is down, there is a business impact, right? So there is a business impact. So in the production environment, there might be a revenue generation. If something goes wrong on that production environment, the application will not work. For example, some people are providing the advertisement on the Facebook. So that time the advertisements will not work, will not running. So they will not pay the money. So definitely the live production environment will run on 24 by 7. What is that? So 24 by 7 and 365 days. 365 days. Okay. So this is a non-production environment, dev or QA. How many people are will impact if these two servers are down? So if this server is down, only the dev people are impacting, and this QA is down. How many people are impacting? So something like a QA team will impact, right? So there is no impact on the non-production. There have a impact on the production environment. Guys, now you understood? So how many environments we have? A development environment, QA environment, and production environment. First, the developer develop that code in the development environment and test it in the development environment. Then will deploy it on the QA environment. The testing people will test the application in the QA environment. Once they sign up, they will deploy it on the production environment. They will deploy it on the production environment. So production environment is the live environment. The end users are using this environment. End users are using this environment. So whatever the website we are checking in the browser, right? The internet. So that application is the production application and the live application. That application is deployed under the production environment. That application is deployed under the production environment. Guys, understood? Guys, speak out, guys. Guys,
Yes, sir.
understood or not?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Rishikesh, are you talking right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Right. So, for example, so this is the environment. So now we understood the real-time environments, right? Understood the real-time environments as well as so the data center. What is data center or on-premise environment? So both are same on-premise. So on-premise or a data center both are same, right? So what is a data center? So data center provides a rental space. It's provide a rental space to keep our servers, and they are providing the uptime 99.99%. 99.98%. So the real-time environments are non-prod environment and production environment. So non-prod environments are something like dev environment, QA environment, QA to user acceptance environment, or staging environment, right? Staging environment or pre-prod environment or something like that. Violet environment. So these all are the integration also they call it as integration. Okay. So what is a production? Production environment is nothing but a live environment. So live environment, there is a business environment. So this NV will work on 24 by 7 and 365 days. Okay, so 365 days. Please understood? So the real-time environments, so non-production environments and the production environments. So non-production under production. Guys understood? So what is a data center also you know? Yeah. What is the question? Yes. Yeah. Right. what is static website and what is dynamic website? Guys, so what is static website and what is dynamic website? Guys, so what is static website and what is dynamic website? Does anyone knows what is static website and what is dynamic website? So does anyone knows what is static? What is dynamic
In the
website?
static, we can't change the
Static website and so dynamic website.
according to the user, it will be changed. User
Static website pages are not changed. Read only. Yes, yes, very good. What is a website? So what is a website? What is a website? Yes, guys. So for example, so this is our environment. So for example, Dell power page, Mar 70730 images. So for example, this is the server. What this is? So this is the server. Static website, static website and dynamic website. So what this is? This is an app server. What this is, guys? This is the app server. So this is a app server, and this is the DB server. What is this, guys? So this is the app server and the DB server. So right, so whatever the application, so the application doesn't, the application is, so does not involve the DB. Something like we need to share, store the images, download the images, copy the images, uploading, sharing, forwarding, right? So we need a storage. So the storage is a DB server. So this apps, a static website, the pages will, the what is the static web pages are not changed. So something like Wikipedia, whatever the Wikipedias are college websites, right? They are just providing the, so they are just providing the solution. They are just providing the, so providing the information, college information. This website, those web pages are not changed. Those are the static websites. So static websites are deployed only on the app server. So right, if the website involves the sign up, sign in, or something like a video sharing or something like a everything, right? So that is the website is used the DB server to store the data. So that is nothing but a dynamic website. So now, guys, now you understood. Read only newspapers also something like the, so Enadu, right? Enadu website is a static website. We are just reading the web pages. Deccan Chronicle, something like Hindu pages. Those all are the e-papers. They just uploaded the papers, so we cannot change anything. We just read only, read the pages, right? That is nothing but an app server. So the static website. A dynamic website means, so if the website is involved using the database to store the, they store the files, videos, or something like a sign up, sign in button, something like the data. So we need a static website. Guys, what is a website? Now we understood the static website and dynamic website. So first, what is a website? Guys, what is a website? Guys, does anyone knows what is a website? Guys, what is a website? Collection of web pages. So what is that? So collection of web pages is nothing but a website, right? So in the Facebook website, how many web pages are? We have a number of web pages. So all the web pages integrated with all the web pages and created as a website. So what is a website, guys? Collection of web pages is nothing but a website. Guys, understood? What is a web page, guys? Guys, what is a web page?
Collection of information.
So HTML page is collection of web pages. Very good. So what is a web page? So collection of web pages, collection of pages is nothing but a website. So what is a web page? Right. So collection of programs is nothing but a web page. How you can build a pages? So you can use the number of programs and we can build a page. So what is a program, guys? What is a program? What is a
Set
program?
of instruction which we
Yeah, set
use
of
to.
instructions. Very good.
Yes.
Set of instructions are a collection of lines. Yeah. Guys, now you understood? So with the help of collection of lines, so we can build the programs. So from the collection of programs, we will build the web page. Collection of web pages, we build the website. So for example, facebook.com. What is that? So facebook.com. Right? So this is the Facebook. So a Facebook contains collection of pages. If you click anything, right, it will be a page. So it will be a page. Something like if you want to see collection of pages, right? So notifications, everything is a page. So all these pages, all the web the collection of web pages is nothing but a web page, website. So collection of a web page is nothing but a website. Any website contains the any website contains the collection of web pages. That collection of web pages, collection of program is nothing but a web page. So collection of lines is nothing but a program. Guys, now we understood what is it? What developers are developing? The developers are developing the programs for developing the web pages. So they are integrated the web pages and deploy as a site, deploy as a website. If it is a static website or a dynamic website. If it is a static website or a dynamic website. If it is a static website, no need of the DB or DB people. So we just need a developer and we just need an operation engine to deploy our application, right? If we involve the DB, we need a DB people for creating the tables and something like the SQL programmers and the DBA guys to administrate the databases, right? They are involved. So now you understood. So what is a static website and what is a dynamic website? So now you understood the real-time environments also, the development environment, QA environment, production environment. So where we can keep those servers, all the environment servers. So for example, your application is a Facebook application. So your application is a Facebook application. So how many servers we need, guys? So how many servers we need? We need a 6 servers, right? Per environment, 2 servers. How many servers we need? So we need this for development environment. So this is for QA environment. So this is for production environment, right? All these servers are keep it in where we can keep it all these servers, guys. So we can keep it all these servers in data center or on-premise environment. What is that?
Data centers.
Data
On
center or
premises.
on-premise
Premise.
environment. Yes, I understood. So how many servers we are keeping in our, this is the DAO. So this is a QA environment. So this is the production. So production environment. So these all are the, what these servers guys. This is a CentOS 9, CentOS 9, CentOS 9, CentOS 9, CentOS 9, CentOS 9. Okay, CentOS 9, CentOS 9, CentOS 9. Guys understood? Yeah. So here I have a question. Here I have a question. So how many people are working in the development environment? How many people are working in the QA environment? How many people are working in the production environment? So for example, WhatsApp application. So we have a 3 modules. 3 people are working on the. So how many people are working on the development environment? 3 people are working on the development environment. Okay. So for example, 4 people are working on the QA environment. So for example, 20,000, 30,000 people are connecting to this production environment. To this production environment. So because of developers, so in the dev environment, the developers, 3 only developers use this server. Okay. Do we need this much amount of resources, big resources for the development and QA environment? Guys,
No.
do we need or not? So we don't need so this much amount of the resources, because of the QA uses only 4 people. The development only uses 3 people, but the production is uses something like a 10 lakh people or 1 lakh people. This server is only sustained for the 1 lakh people. Okay, so how many people? So 1 lakh thousand people. So 4, 5. Yeah, these two servers are will sustain. So 1,000 people will connect at a time. 1,000 people will connect at a time. Guys, so when we something like at the results time, 10th results, intermediate results or something like so not nowadays, before so some what we will do guys, something like when you hit the, when you provide the hall ticket number, so we will not get the results because of a server busy. Why? So the server capacity is 20,000. How many guys? The server capacity is 20,000, but the 1 lakh people are hitting this website. But this server user limit is 20,000, but they are hitting 1 lakh people to this server. So that time it will crashes or not guys, because of, so that hits are coming to here, but they are unable to process because of the CPU memory utilization took only 20,000 people, but hit the 1 lakh people. So right, there might be processing and get the results. So that's the reason. So that time we are having an issue with server unable to connect the server, or server having a problem. But that time we don't know what is that problem, server problem. Now you understood the capacity of the user limit is 20,000, but the 1 lakh people are hitting that website, that web server at a time. That's the reason the CPU memory so is sustained only for 20,000, right? So if you provide many number of apps in your mobile, definitely it will slow. The same like as a, so your server also will get slow. Guys, now you understood? Yeah. So 20,000 people, right, sustain, but we are paying 10 lakhs. What is that? So 10 lakhs per environment. Okay. How much we are paying for environment? 10 lakhs. So 10 lakhs means, so 5 lakhs for app server, 5 lakhs for DB server, 5 lakhs for app server, 5 lakhs for DB server, 5 lakhs for server, so 5 lakh DB servers. So we are paying the money for the production because of, so the production servers are uses, and we are generating the money for the production environment. So we can pay for the production environment, but so we are unable to pay for the dev and QA environment because of, so the people, the utilization of the servers is very less, but we are using. So we are using. So what is the solution, guys? A solution came into the picture. A innovation thought came into the picture and reduces the cost from 100% to, so 90% it reduces the cost. A innovative thought came into the picture and 90% of the cost reduces cost reduced. So what is that innovation thought is nothing but what these are, these all are the physical servers. The solution is nothing but a virtualization. What is that, guys? The solution is virtualization. So what is a virtualization, guys? So virtualization is the bare metal software. What is this? So this is the bare metal software. So in the bare metal software means, so virtualization provided the software. Some companies are provided the virtualization solutions. So VMware company, Oracle company provided the virtualization solution. Something like, what is that? So VMware and OVM. What is that? Oracle Virtual Machine. So what is a virtualization on top of the physical? How you can interact with the hardware, guys? Definitely there will be a OS. Linux OS is installed. On top of the Linux, they developed the software, combined that Linux and VMware software and installed as a hypervisor. Installed as a hypervisor. So if you install the hypervisor or something like a VM or OVM on your mission, so it will freely available the resources. It will, what they will do, it will freely available the resources. For example, for OVM installation, so it took 2 GB RAM and something like a 20 GB hard disk, 10 GB hard disk. For example, this is the RAM of 128 GB RAM and 20 CPU and 2 TB RAM, 2 TB of a hard disk, right? Based on the resources, so we can divide, we can create the number of OSs based on the, so based on the resources. So for example, this is the VM. A VM contains, so what is this? So this is the VM contains or something like a CentOS. CentOS, we install the one VM on, so this is called as a VM. CentOS, here we install the Red Hat, here we installed the Windows. Guys, understood? So if you install the virtualization software on the hardware, so it will freely available the resources. Based on the resources, you can, based on the resources, you can install the number of OSs based on the resources. Based on the resources in one VM, in one physical virtualization. So right, so we can install the development environment. So we can install the something like four. So we can install the 4 VMs. What we call it as a, we call it as a, what we call it as a virtual machine. What is this? So this is a virtual machine. Virtual machine is nothing but a VM, right? So we can install the number of VMs based on the resources. So for example, this is the app server and this is the DB server. This is the DB server. This is the DB server for the application. So this is the app server and this is the DB server for QA. So your entire environment, your entire non-production environment will be deployed under the one physical server with the help of virtualization. With the help of virtualization, so we can install the number of servers. Yeah, duration is 25 days. Shahab Akhtar. Okay. Yeah. So now you understood the virtualization. So what is the big impact? The impact is nothing but a virtualization. The big impact is nothing but a, so virtualization. We can install the virtualization software and so based on the resources, we can create the number of VMs. Can create the number of VMs and we can deploy our application. Guys, in one physical server, in one, so physical server we can use, so for the dev1 QA environment. Dev1 QA environment. Yes, it will provide the notes and recorded sessions. So today, so this is the first class for you. So if yes, so we'll provide all these. Provide class notes, course material and recorded videos. So the class timings will be 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. IST, 25 days. So from Monday to Friday. So this course is a Linux admin with shell scripting. Yes, Bhaktar, you understood? Gaurav. Guys, understood? So 1 second, guys. So now you understood, right? Guys, speak out.
Yes,
Yep, guys.
good to go.
So right. So now we understood the
Yes.
virtualization. Yep, guys. Guys are able to see my screen, right? Can you respond?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, sir. Yes.
Yeah, course details and so I already provided you, right? Let me check. Um, so ping it in the words. Yesterday, yeah, I will ping you. I will ping you. Yes, understood. So once again, I will ping you that course content. What type it means? Yeah. So one second, guys, I'm pinging the course content. I pasted you in the chat, guys, and I will show it to here also. So this is the course module. So we will cover on this course. Okay. Any doubts? Guys, any doubts? Yeah. So what we will show you tomorrow. So we'll set up the so we'll show you something like Linux OS installation environment setup. So we need to install the virtualization, how we can install the virtualization, and then how you can install the Linux OS. We'll show you tomorrow environment setup. So environment setup will show you. Okay. Yeah. Guys, any doubts? Guys, please respond. Any doubts?
No, sir.
No.
No, right? Okay. Thank you. You can Sai Gautam, you can contact with DURGASOFT. They will provide you the number. Okay. Good guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll continue from tomorrow.